So Marvel Snap just had its latest patch, and with it always comes a handful of nerfs and buffs. So did your most beloved cards get nerfed? If they did, I'm going to share with you the deck that I always seem to play right after patch. So let's jump right on into it. Now, I am sorry to anyone that was hoping to have a deck featuring Marvel Snap's newest released card, Hercules, but I just wouldn't be able to sleep tonight if I was out here recommending that card. Unless you're just a Kraken that musts on everything, I'm gonna say stay the heck away from that card in its current form. Definitely needs a change, definitely needs a buff. I think that will come at some point, but as it is for now, yeah, I'm not about it. So today's deck is just a good old Shuri list. It is something I always play right after a patch while the meta might be shifting a little bit or people are testing new cards. It's just a nice, strong, easily piloted deck to help you gain cubes on your way to infinite, or if you're already there, help you gain some ranks in the ladder. One of the main reasons it is so easy to be successful with this deck is it puts out a ton of stats while having a very simple play line when it comes to snapping and retreating. And even if you aren't able to play Shuri for that massive stat, you still put out good numbers and you can contest all three lanes. Recently, one of the most complained about cards in the game is Leech. Kind of funny how that comes around. You'll usually find him inside of the She-Not deck and even some Thanos lists at the moment. But against us, he usually has very little impact. And sometimes we just welcome it because it's usually a pretty big buff to our hand, especially if we weren't able to play out a Sora in that game. Cards like Ebony Maw will be able to be played out on that turn 6. Buffs our Lizard, our Typhoid Mary, not giving -1 to our cards. Red Skull is probably the best hit here, able to play out a 5/14 without the negative ability. Play this alongside Ebony Maw. It's a great turn 6. The only cards that really matters is the Taskmaster. If we shuried out a big card on that turn 5, we can't copy those stats. And then obviously Scar will not be able to have his cost reduced if he's still sitting in our hand. But other than that, Leech really doesn't affect our hand way too much. So that is definitely a plus in today's meta. So one of the questions we always get asked is card substitutions. Obviously, you do not have to have Scar to run this list. This deck has been around way before Scar. You could run something like a She-Hulk right here. And when you run She-Hulk, it does give you the ability to play a Shuri on turn 4 and then completely float on turn 5. So you won't have that priority, and then you can drop a She-Hulk for 20 power and then copy that with a Taskmaster. That's usually a good play as long as you don't get Alioth or Cosmo. So the main flex spot for me in this list is Legion. This is the card that I put in. You could run anything here. You could run an Enchantress, you could run a Shang-Chi, and Alioth, another massive card. That choice is up to you. But I will say this, I am loving Legion more and more every passing day because there's a lot of cards in the game that will win you the match. But Legion steals cubes, and there's nothing I love more than taking 4 or 8 cubes from someone that thought they had the game sealed. Now, what I would consider the perfect play line here would be an Armor on turn 2, followed by a Sorin on 3, Shuri into your Armor lane, followed by a massive 28 powered Red Skull, and then on turn 6, copying that power with Taskmaster and playing out a 1/7 Ebony Maw. You're not going to really do much better than that. That's probably your max power potential, and it's usually hard to compete with that. So we're going to go ahead and jump into some gameplay highlights. Like I said, when I don't know what to play, I always find myself coming back to this, especially around patch time. It's just a good time to climb and get some ranks. So as always, y'all be good, y'all be safe. I will catch y'all in the next episode. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you around. Hella Enjoyer. Yeah, so I think this used to be Shuri Enjoyer. Maybe, maybe not. Unless there's just multiple people going around talking about their most favorite and beloved decks. Okay, so I'm okay with giving them a Sorin in the middle. They're obviously not gonna play it, obviously. I can turn off Mojo World if I want. Oh, okay. We are Legioning Machine World on turn 6 with an Ebony Maw for 14 power. That's what we're doing. So my question is do I go ahead and play over here? Because this is going to get turned off, so I'm not worried about it. We know we have to Legion the middle next turn, so we're going to Red Skull the right. I also feel like he's going to be playing to the right, so it's fine. He did. Okay. So you would never snap here. Because if you do, you literally tell them, hey, I'm getting rid of your limbo. Now, we got to spread our power out. He may play a Iron Man this turn, or a, I can't even think of the name, the 6/7 that doubles everything, Onslaught. And if he does, I think we still win. There's the Onslaught. Yeah, so we still got him there. Now, like I said, you can't snap that because you literally say, hey, in case you're wondering, I'm going to turn off your limbo. Yeah, I know exactly what this is. I think he was on KM's video a while back, and he plays a lot of this deck. So, like I said in the intro, I'm not cutting Legion. That's why I put Legion in here, even though some people probably don't think he fits that well. I would have lost this game without Legion. All right, so we are up against the Thanos list. I like the name. I do like the name here. So we could leave this open, but I also feel like they may just blob over here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to play the lizard out without him having his negative ability removed, but that's all right. Wakandan Embassy always helps this list if we can get a Shuri, obviously, because you get just that much power from that buff. I played Lizard in the middle just because I feel like he's going to fill this up. All right, perfect. We are going to be able to play a 1/7 out. We're going to get to play a Typhoid Mary for free. Our Scar is going to be at least a 4, maybe a 2 going into the final match. Obviously, with this being Thanos, he's got some tech lists, so we probably get hit with a Shang-Chi and followed by a blob. Nice rock. Nice rock. So what I'm thinking, I'm hoping that we get, oh, this is kind of tough. I want to have priority, but if I don't have priority, my Taskmaster is going to come up as a big fat 0, and I look for him to take this from me. So we're just going to be smart. We're not going to play Typhoid Mary into Atlantis. Okay, we wouldn't have got the buff anyways. Oh, that sucks for them. We have priority. So even if he Shang-Chi's this turn, not a huge deal. And then next turn we can split this up. Although if we lose Typhoid Mary, Scar is not going to be a 2. I think we spread it out though. This is maybe Shang-Chi. Okay, so we're winning all 3 lanes. Instead, so we could Shuri. I was gonna say we could Shuri into Scar there for 23 power, but we were definitely gonna play Scar and Maw. That way we could split our power out and contest all 3 lanes. So yeah, a lot of power, no Shuri. Well, I mean, we did, but not to the end. All right. Pretty big Typhoid Mary we could play out. Big Ebony Maw if we can get Soren or 0. Not the best draws. Uh-oh.
Live from the Daily Bugle.
Well, that's better. That's better. We will have to Shuri, Typhoid. Hopefully this man doesn't have Loki, because if he plays some really big statted cards out. Okay, so that's good. So he got either Vision or our Legion or our Taskmaster. I don't want priority. So we're not okay. What do we think here? 16 and 9 is 25. I don't think he lets me have it. We are going to do this because of priority. He probably moves this out over here. We're going to stick around though. He hadn't snapped. We outsmarted him. We outsmarted him. You don't play for the middle, you just play for the left and the right, you know? We got there. It's another reason I did not want priority. All right, my man has got a Galactus avatar. Can't be trusted. Now we do have the Sauron. If we got, I really want armor for this, but if we get Shuri, we're gonna make a really big card. We could Shuri the Vision. Move him out so he doesn't get shanged and then play a Taskmaster. We got options. Oh, it's Lord. Well, I can't move my Vision here, so that's a dead giveaway. This is gonna be the Time Stone. Yeah. Actually gonna put it here. He might be having, you know, he could run Magneto or something, you know. Best hit next turn is Red's Shuri. Because I'm assuming we're getting blobbed here. Scar. Oof. That's a really good hit. Oh, Scar. Dang, I really could use the Ebony Maw. He had double Time Stone and this is what he's got? I figured I was getting smashed with something massive. Shuri's doing, if we drew a Shuri, we could Shuri the 0 for 20 power. So not terrible. We're gonna have to go Red Skull middle. He might shang this, but then he'd be locked up, but he can move a card out. I was thinking a really long time about it. Okay. So the last play is going to be Shuri. Shuri into 0, I think. He's got to be running Shang-Chi. I mean, I think all Thanos was just about have him in there. Yeah. We know that Jeff is not moving. Well, I take that back. We know that Jeff's not moving into the middle. The question is, does he move Jeff here and play something here? Yeah, this is probably unwinnable for me, because if I was him, I would move the Jeff here. We tie. I don't want to tie. Eh. Depending on what this is, I think we won. Oh. Did we tie and then lose the tiebreaker? No. I think we still got it. Ooh. Sometimes you guess correctly. No Shuri on a Karmatage game. This would have wrecked me.